Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Moyo and I am currently teaching myself how to code and sharing my journey with you guys. And also, in case you guys want to learn, I'm sharing tips to help you get started in your coding journey as well. So in today's video, we're talking about how to stay motivated when you feel so discouraged and you're feeling like, oh my god, what am I doing? Am I doing something good? You are feeling so discouraged because you're getting stuck, you're unable to complete simple challenges. This video is for you to help you stay motivated and sort of remind you why you started and why you should keep going. So if you want to know any of these tips, make sure to watch this video to the end, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys, and turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified anytime I post. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. The very first thing that I feel like makes somebody very discouraged is when you're trying to do plenty things at a time. No, don't do that. Set small achievable goals so that when you finish this small thing, you're going to move on to the next. But if you're just packing so many projects together, like, oh my god, only you want to learn JavaScript at once, you want to learn React at the same time, you want to learn TypeScript, calm down. So you just take one thing at a time. Set small achievable goals and then crush this first goal, and then you move on to the next one, crush it, and then you move on to the next one. Because if you're packing everything together at once, you're going to feel so overwhelmed, and at the end of the day, to be like, god, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? You start asking yourself all these questions. Number 2 is to create a consistent routine. Now, a lot of times I feel like what causes somebody to feel so overwhelmed, like you're not learning anything, is because you're not practicing enough. So let's say you practiced coding last week, and then this week you're coming to practice coding. Obviously, what you learned last week, you might forget some things, or it's not just going to be flowing. But if it's something that you're practicing every day, you're going to be building muscle memory. You are going to remember, okay, this is what I did yesterday, and then today you're better, you're learning something else. So the more you practice, the more you get better. So if you set a consistent routine, you're going to get better every single day. For example, when I started learning how to code, I didn't know anything about HTML, even CSS. Felt like, I'm finished. I would just be like, what are you people doing? But now, I'm getting better, and I can understand some things. Consistent routine will help you to feel less overwhelmed and not packing so many things together at once. Let's say you're just starting to learn how to code. I would say you should dedicate like minimum of 4 hours every day. That's if you're very serious. Minimum 4 hours. You can wake up early in the morning, let's say 8 till 12. You want to learn today, just learn for those hours. And when you're learning, don't put your phone beside you, put your phone far away. Just focus on what you're learning. Okay, it's not easy. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of discipline, but if you put your mind to it, you can definitely learn it. For the learning routine, some people learn best at night, some people learn best in the morning, but personally I learn best in the morning. So why I feel like anytime you want to learn, just pick a time and stick to that time. For example, now me, I'm most productive in the morning. So when I wake up, I do my chores and then I get into learning. But I've not been like the most consistent in the past few days, in the past few weeks, because I've had a lot on my plate. But like when I'm like fully consistent, I just wake up, I'm not doing anything. I even started gymming. I don't even go to the gym on days that I know that I want to learn, because it's going to scatter my formation. So just try to find that balance. Just try to find what works for you and just stick to it. Number 3 thing that you can do is to document your journey. Now, when you are documenting your journey, and then you will see where you started from, when you didn't even know how to write a simple opening and closing tag, and then now you are getting better. You can do all of that. You can even remember like the simple closing, maybe heading, ordered list, unordered list. That's going to give you that motivation that, okay, me that learned this one, I can still get better even when you're overwhelmed. You get. So documenting your journey is just going to help you to see, okay, where have you come from, where are you at right now, and where are you going. So when you just feel down and then you see what you've done, your brain just be like, I can do this. And then before you know what's happening, you continue learning, you continue building your projects, and you're better. Number 4 is to embrace the imperfection. See, let me tell you, when you're coding, you're going to experience a lot of difficulty, getting stuck, not knowing what to do, and all of that. So guys, embrace it. It's part of the journey. If you're learning JavaScript, just be like, oh my god, what am I doing? Am I ever going to know this thing? I feel like the more you embrace it and the more you accept that you don't know something and you want to, really learn it, the better you get at it. Because in your mind, you're like, I don't know this thing, but I want to know it. So the more you put more effort into learning, the better you're going to get at learning, Number 5 is to take breaks. Now, there was a time that I was using she codes to learn how to code, and then I was just doing it back to back to back. Like every day I'll wake up, I'll spend hours and hours. I think I did 1 week, like a course that was supposed to last for 1 week. I think I did it in like 2 or 3 days. I finished like how many weeks? I think I finished 4 weeks course under a week or 2 weeks. Like it was so fast. If you're going so fast, there's a tendency that at a point you're going to get so overwhelmed, and then your brain is just going to be like, no, there's nothing you want to do. I will not accept anything. At that point, guys, take a break. If you are feeling so overwhelmed, it's not how far but how well. It's not about, okay, I want to finish. Okay, it's good to set goals that, okay, I want to finish learning how to code in maybe 3 months or whatever months you set for yourself. But don't stress yourself like that, okay? If you are putting so much pressure on yourself, you are going to get overwhelmed and you might get burnt out. And it's not good to get burnt out. You are just learning. You are not going to start working. So when you now start working, so avoid stressing your brain out like that. Take breaks. If you learn, take time to recharge, do things that you love. By the time you come back, it will be fresh in your head. So it won't it will flow better, you know what I'm saying? Take breaks when you need to take breaks. In fact, I feel like having a consistent routine, like, okay, I'm going to code for 4 hours today, and then after that, you'll come back tomorrow. So it's like that you're creating, balance. You're making time out for break, time for what you like, and all of that. And personally, for me, that one helps me to learn better when I'm not only doing just one thing all the time. When I'm taking time to do things I love, it just helps me, and I feel like it might help you as well. So you guys can consider doing that. So the next point on my list is to talk to people above you and people that are below you. Now, what I mean by people above you is that people that have started working, like senior engineers, or people, or even maybe junior engineers that have gotten a job, since you are just learning now. So they have experienced what you are currently experiencing, and then they know what to tell you better. Like if there's any specific challenge you're experiencing, or you're feeling just overwhelmed, if you talk to them, maybe if they're your friends or something, they can advise you better. They can tackle your particular challenge because most likely they've experienced it, And then talking to people below you, in my opinion, is that, for example, let's say you're feeling overwhelmed now, that this thing. I'm very, very sure that in your time of learning, you've learned one thing or the other. So if you talk to somebody beneath you, maybe somebody is just trying to get into coding, and then they're asking you a few questions, and then you're talking about it, and you see how you're flowing, it will give you that ginger that, okay, I learned this thing and I remember it, and I'm able to, teach somebody else. It's going to give your brain this kind of ginger that, oh my god, I'm getting better, I'm not where I used to be. Even you can tutor somebody that is beneath you, or somebody that is just coming, not beneath you per se, but you get what I'm saying, like somebody that is just coming up. You can lead them or guide them, or just explain it or two. In my opinion, that's going to make you feel better. It's going to feel like, yes, oh my god, I'm making progress. You get what I'm saying? So yes, make sure to talk to people, especially when you're feeling lost or discouraged. The last point on my list is to celebrate your small wins. See, like I always say, coding is not child's play. Coding is hard. So in a situation where you were able to build like a small page, you were able to run a code without a bug, all those small things, guys, celebrate it. Celebrate your small wins. In my opinion, I feel like if anybody is trying to learn how to code, you should actually have like a LinkedIn or a Twitter account where you can post anything you want. If you build a project today, share it, see how happy you are. Some people will like it, they will follow you from there. You know, you're going to make connections and all of that. You're going to meet new people as you're posting, as you're celebrating your small wins, and even you'll be happy with yourself. So make sure you start celebrating your small wins. It will make you happier with yourself. It makes you feel like you're making a lot of progress. So as we come to the end of this video, I want you to always remember that coding is hard, but it's not like it's not something I cannot do. You can definitely do it. I can do it as well. This video is for all of us, for you, for me, for everyone that, you know, is trying to learn how to code. This video is for us. It is doable. People have done this in the past and we can also do it. So it's just like learning a new language. Imagine a baby. When a baby is coming up, will the baby know how to say like all those big grammar? No, it's not possible. So it's the same. It's just like you're a baby programmer and you're just coming up. So the more you practice, the better you get at it. So don't be discouraged. This is a safe space for you to share, you know, your struggles and all of that. So make sure you drop it in the comments. Maybe you can make a friend or two. Maybe I can also make a friend or two in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video if it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.